You're listening to the John and Heidi Show Bonus Hour. If you miss any of the program, you can find the podcast at the bottom of the page at sunnyradio.com.
Thank you for listening to the John and Heidi Show Bonus Hour on a Wednesday. Coming up, we've got Dr. Harley from Balanced Life Chiropractic with Back to the Basics in Healthcare. Always love visiting with her. In addition to being an awesome chiropractor, she's also our chiropractor. So we actually go see her every week, and huge difference it makes. There was a week not too long ago where we were busy and we didn't make it, and then like 2 weeks later, it was finally time to get back in there, and we kind of hobble in there. I'm like, put me back together. So we love going in to see them. Again, going to be visiting with Dr. Harley here in just a bit. And I do want to remind you, I talked about this yesterday at great detail, but I want to remind you that tomorrow is the deadline. Yeah, holy cow, how did that happen? Tomorrow is the deadline for the Mocktails Mix-Off. I've got a lot of folks that have submitted recipes, but there's still room for your recipe. You have a chance to win $500. Second place is $300. Third place is $150. And again, your odds of winning are pretty good. We're going to have 10 qualifiers compete next Thursday, but tomorrow is the deadline. Again, get your drink recipes submitted at mocktailsmixoff.com. You can find all of the details there. Health Connect of South Dakota puts on the event. It's a great event. And big thank you to Health Connect of South Dakota for doing this. Big thank you to Startup Sioux Falls for hosting the event next Thursday. And again, tomorrow is the deadline. Submit your drink recipe today for a chance to win $500 at mocktailsmixoff.com.
Give yourself a little credit.
It's more important than ever to have a better credit card. At bettercreditcards.com, we offer a variety of credit card options to fit your needs. Whether you want a card to give you cash back or a credit card to help you build your credit, we probably have it at bettercreditcards.com. That's bettercreditcards.com.
Give yourself a little credit. Go ahead and switch to bettercreditcards.com.
Time now for Back to the Basics in Healthcare with Balanced Life Chiropractic, and we have Dr. Harley joining us. How you doing, Dr. Harley?
Hey, John. I am doing fantastic. Another beautiful day.
Yeah. We just got through Father's Day weekend. A lot of folks probably out doing all kinds of fun stuff for that. So do you get some folks that come in that maybe overdid it a little bit, trying to still be a kid?
Yeah, definitely. Or it's like current patients are like, oh, yeah, my back hurts today. And I'm like, oh, what'd you do? They're like, oh, I might have overdone it over the weekend.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, it's
typically be of the male side.
We make bad choices all the time.
Right.
It's just one of the things we do. If we didn't make bad choices, we wouldn't make choices.
Your wives would have nothing to talk about.
Yeah. So what are some of the common things that we maybe overdo and maybe do a little too much exertion on ourselves this time of year?
The typical complaint I get from, men, dads, athletes, students, men usually are complaining of low back pain.
Oh, yeah.
That's a pretty common one.
I can see that. And that's probably something that's common because just about everything I do, it seems like that I use my lower back. Even when I'm just like sitting down doing nothing, because you get sore backs from not using it. You get sore backs from using it. You get sore backs from everything.
Right. And it seems like men tend to carry their stress in their low back, or women tend to carry it more in their neck and their shoulders. So women tend to have a little more neck, shoulder pain. And men are typically more low back. And they're usually the ones that are more likely to have, back surgeries or arthritis in their lower back. That's pretty common as well.
So what are some things that the average person can do to try to avoid those big problems? Because we don't want to go down that path. But I suppose chiropractic care would be something you could do to kind of help get away from that.
Right. I was going to say chiropractic care, of course.
Yeah.
Yeah. Chiropractic, we're going to help make sure things are moving like they should. We have 33 segments in our spine, and there's 5 big lumbar vertebrae in our low back.
Yeah.
Those guys are carrying the brunt of all our upper body weight, all our twisting movement, especially down into our hips, walking. That's putting a lot of compressive load on those joints. So those are going to be the guys that are most likely to start to deteriorate and become arthritic as we get older, because they're going through so much stress and strain.
So is there, I suppose, ideally, this would be something you do lifelong, so from the time you're a little kid, but is there a time that maybe it's still, is it ever too late to start adding chiropractic care? Probably never too late, is it?
No, it's never too late. I mean, it's definitely easier in the early stages of when, disc disease or degeneration or anything like that is happening. It's much easier to take care of problems early on, like as kids, teenagers, because the body's still very,
to help
healthy.
Avoid things, yeah.
Right. Prevention is much, much easier than trying to fix problems after the fact. But even someone that is 99 years old and they're, retired, they're living in a nursing home, even they can still benefit from chiropractic care because we're going to help those areas to move better. I look at arthritis kind of like a rusty gate.
Oh.
If you don't use that gate, the rust is going to just get worse and worse and worse and worse and worse, right?
Yeah.
But the more you're using it and oiling it and trying to maintain it, it's going to last much, much longer. You're going to have less rust build up. And even if there already is rust there, we can keep it from getting worse.
And by using it, I suppose that makes the stuff that's there a little bit better anyway. It helps break it down. And so if I've got some soreness in my lower back because I haven't been seeing a chiropractor, by coming in and getting adjusted and getting things back where they're supposed to be, that probably helps.
Right, that's going to take a lot of the stress off of that. The muscles are going to calm down because if your spine's not moving, your muscles have to work harder and work more. They get more tired. They're going to be tight, sharp, achy, making it more likely to strain something or pull something. So when everything is moving like it should, there's less stress and strain on the entire system.
Nice.
So that's kind of what chiropractic does in a nutshell, is making sure that your body is moving in those areas that are stuck, adjusting them, getting them back to moving, taking the tension, stress off the rest of it.
If somebody listening is going, hey, this all sounds really good, and boy, I could certainly use some help, how do they get a hold of you here at Balanced Life Chiropractic?
They just have to give us a call at 605-215-1785 or shoot us a message on our Facebook page. We'd love to chat and let you know how we can help you with your health problems.
You can find them online as well. Their website is balancedlifesd.com.
Did you know you can allocate a percentage of your IRA to physical gold and silver with a tax-free rollover? You can put your IRA back on the gold standard. Genesis Gold IRA is the only IRA that can hold physical precious metals. Call now for your free gold and silver report and learn how to qualify for up to $10,000 in free silver. GenesisGoldIRA.com would like to help protect your IRA today with a simple phone call. Learn more and get the phone number at GenesisGoldIRA.com. That's GenesisGoldIRA.com.
This Day in Sioux Falls History is brought to you by the Sioux Falls Fun Page and Sunny 93.3. It was on this day, June 21st, 1922, that WFAT began broadcasting as the first radio station in Sioux Falls, South Dakota. Broadcasts come from the second floor of a building at 221 South Main Street. This was just the second radio broadcast license for the entire state. WFAT would continue to broadcast for over a year before being sold to Columbus College, where it was then in use as a college broadcaster, until that college shut down the broadcast in 1926. Eventually, KSOO Radio would buy up the equipment from the college to start their own radio station in Sioux Falls. This Day in Sioux Falls History, brought to you by SiouxFallsFunPage.com and Sunny 93.3.
How much do you pay for your cell phone every month? If that's more than $15, it's time for a Mintervention. Mint Mobile makes it affordable and easy to switch. Get a new phone or bring your current one. Whether you're a fan of iPhones or Samsung, they both work well with Mint Mobile. At Mintervention.com, you can see the current special offers from Mint Mobile, offering premium wireless for just $15 a month. That's far less than most people are paying. Just $15 a month. Learn more now at Mintervention.com.
Here's your Market Beat Minute for Wednesday, June 21st, brought to you by GenesisGoldIRA.com. Equity markets pulled back Tuesday to start a holiday-shortened week on uncertain footings. The move comes at the start of a light week regarding data and earnings, which could be a sign that bulls are not as confident as they may appear. The market is moving higher, but with little cause other than an expectation that the FOMC will soon be done hiking interest rates. The critical factor is that the FOMC is not finished with hiking rates and may cause more bank failures in the coming weeks and months. The S&P 500 is trending higher and may set another new high. The next target for solid resistance is at the all-time high, which may be reached by the start of Q2 earnings reporting. The peak of the reporting season begins in 3 weeks and may provide fuel for the rally. The risk is that the outlook for Q3 and Q4 will deteriorate and sap upside potential from the market. You can get the inside track from Wall Street's brightest minds delivered directly to your inbox every day at MarketBeatMinute.com.
Why did the chicken cross the road? To save money on insurance at InsuranceChicken.com. Do you have the best plan for you? Find out at InsuranceChicken.com. Let's face it, we don't even want insurance. We need it. But you don't need to overpay. Head over to InsuranceChicken.com to see your rates from several different companies. All available in one place at InsuranceChicken.com. The other guys have a gecko, a duck, and an emu. Why not a chicken? InsuranceChicken.com. That's InsuranceChicken.com.